Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. So we've just received an afternoon rain which was quite heavy and it was accompanied by some heavy wind. So I'm just out here to check on the garden to see how the plants are doing and to check on the damage that has been caused by the rain. So I'm just going to turn the camera and show you the state of the garden after this afternoon heavy rain. Okay, so I'm going to start right here at my plant nursery, where you can see that the comfrey did receive some beating. As you can see, the leaves are now fallen over, which showed that they received quite a beating from this rain. Okay, the grapevines are still okay, but as you can see, that support over there has been broken. You can see that on the ground there are some bits and pieces of materials that I use in my garden. Before the rain, all these materials were on top of my workbench here. This dish was on top of here. As you can see again, the pepper plants, the pepper seedlings received quite a beating. This container again was here. I don't know how this managed to fall from over there to down here without spilling the water, but somehow it did. Moving on to the corn bed, you can see that the corn did receive some beating. As you can see, the corn is now sleeping, and fortunately it's only this row and it doesn't extend to the end, and this is only the corn that shows a bit of damage. The other one, this row, it did receive quite a beating, but it didn't fall over like this one over here. And moving on to this bed, you can see that these plants did receive quite a beating again. The mustard spinach did receive quite a beating, but not much damage, if any at all. The fennel, not much damage there. There's not much damage in this bed, so I'm just going to move to another bed to show you the damage that has been caused. Okay, you can see that this plant again did receive some beating, but the flames of this plant are just flimsy. You can see it over here again, the nasturtium. The comfrey is still standing here, and okay, in this bed, if you can see over there, the sword beans did receive some beating. Let me move closer and show you my sunflower seedlings, which have fallen over again, as you can see here. But these are just going to rise up again, so not much worry for me there. And my potato did fall down again, but not to worry. These are just some random weeds that I'm saving for my compost pile. And these are the soybeans. Over there again, you can see the weeds that have fallen over. These are just some sweet potato vines. These will surely appreciate the rain. In this container, I've got my banana. You can see that the mulch was blown away by the wind and it was starting to fall down. But there's nothing to worry about that. Let me continue to move on to the other sections of the garden. Okay, the weeds that I showed you when I was at the soybean bed. And over here, this is my new compost pile. So I'm just going to come and cut all these weeds and place them on top of these fallen leaves that I've layered here. I've added another green layer in between the fallen leaves and these leaves on the top. So now I need to come and add another green layer on top of that. This is just some random paper which has been blown by the wind and ended up in my garden. Oh, so I just stepped over there and I almost started to sink into the ground. This is just going to show you the amount of rain that we've received. The ground is so wet that if I step on some good loam soil, I'm going to almost sink. So over here I've got my papaya tree, and as you can see I've got one ripe papaya fruit over there. I need to come and harvest this, and we are going to eat it right away. So after the rain, these fruits will be so cool and they will be tasty. So we need to come and harvest these so that we can eat them while they are still cool. And as you can see over there, I've got another one which is ripe, and those two are not yet fully ripe. I'm going to give them maybe 2 days and I'll come and harvest those. Okay, what else? Over here my moringa seedlings are looking good. There is not any damage over here. Okay, so as you can see down here, some runoff appeared here. As you can see, when I lifted this utensil that I use in my garden, you can see the difference in the textures of soil that are under here and the sandy soil which was washed off from wherever it came from and it ended up here. Just look at the difference. Let me lift this again. You can see, and over there again. So we did experience some runoff, and this is why I mulch my garden. Last year I experienced this problem in my garden beds where we experienced heavy rains and they washed away all the good soil which was in my garden beds. So I learned my lesson, and now I make sure that I mulch my garden beds. So as you can see over here, I've got these fallen leaves on this part. I've also got the fallen leaves in that bed. I've got the rabbit bedding mulching this bed, and in this bed I've got the fallen leaves. So these fallen leaves are from a big mango tree which is at the back of our house, and from the avocado tree. Okay, let me move on to show you the other bed where I've used the leaves to mulch. So earlier today, before the rain, I mulched this garden path. The last time it rained, I did experience a lot of runoff on this path, so I decided to mulch it so that it will not experience some runoff. Okay, so you can see that most of my garden is mulched except for this path which was mulched, but because we walk on this path, the mulch will break down and it will eventually turn into soil, which is what has happened here. This bed is mulched as well. Then if you look down here where there's no mulch, you can see that there are signs of runoff. Look at all this sand which was washed away, and it ended up being deposited here. Okay, over here there's not any damage at all. Okay, so this is it, guys. This is how my garden is looking like after the heavy rain we've just received this afternoon. But there is nothing really to worry about. This is not something that will disturb the progress of my garden, the progress of my corn. This is really nothing. So thank you guys for checking in to see how my garden is looking like after the rain. I really appreciate, and I will see you in the next video.